Unstoppable. Glowing star discover Coco Gauff, the only player unbeaten in hardcore finals, 9-0 record. Under the blazing floodlights, where tennis legends are born and dreams shatter in the blink of an eye, one name echoes louder than the rest. One young woman stands untouched, unmatched, and unbelievably unbroken on the toughest battlefield in the sport. Coco Gauff, the only player with a flawless 9-0 record in hardcore finals. Unbeaten, untouched, unstoppable. How did this teenager turned global icon conquer the most grueling surface in tennis? This is a story, a creative, cinematic journey of how Coco Gauff built a perfect empire on the world's hardest courts and became the queen no one can dethrone. The making of a hardcourt warrior. Before she became the queen, Coco Gauff was just a little girl running on cracked public courts in Florida. The sun was unforgiving, the bounces unpredictable, and the risk of scraped knees guaranteed. But Coco loved it. Most kids preferred clay, softer on the joints, or grass, gentler on the body. But Coco felt electricity on hard courts. The speed, the sound, the violence of each bounce. She sprinted like a track star, slid like a skater, hit like a boxer, and laughed like a kid who knew she was born for greatness. Her father, Corey, remembers the moment he realized she was extraordinary. Coco wasn't playing on the court. The court was playing for her. Hard courts didn't intimidate her. They defined her. They hardened her. They forged her into a storm. The first final, the spark that ignited a revolution. She was just 17 when she reached her first hard court final. The entire world watched with low expectations. Too young, too inexperienced. She'll break under pressure. But Coco walked on the court with a calm that stunned even the commentators. She wasn't nervous. She wasn't scared. She looked like she belonged there. The rallies were long, intense, and electrifying. But Coco didn't blink, not once. The moment the final point landed in her favor, she dropped her racket, hands covering her face, tears spilling down her cheeks. The stadium erupted. A superstar wasn't born. She was launched. But nobody knew then that this was the beginning of a perfect streak that would never be broken. The transformation, girl to giant slayer. Final after final, Coco evolved. She was no longer the prodigy. She became a mental monster. Under hardcourt lights, she transformed into a different creature. Faster, sharper, smarter. Her defense stretched like steel cables. Her counterpunch became a weapon. Her serve turned into a sledgehammer that shattered opponents' confidence. Commentators said, on hard courts, Coco doesn't play tennis. She conducts a symphony. Every match became a performance. Every final became a statement. Every trophy became a reminder. You can't beat her here. The rivals who built the legend. A queen is only as powerful as the enemies she conquers. Coco faced them all. Naomi Osaka, the elegant assassin. Cold, calm, ruthless. Their finals were chess battles of nerves and precision. Iga Swiatek, the silent storm. The world #1 clay queen tried to invade Coco's kingdom. She failed every time. Aryna Sabalenka, the thunder queen. Power versus power. Fire versus fire. Until Coco burned brighter. Elena Rybakina, the ice shooter. One of the best servers on tour. Yet Coco broke her rhythm like snapping a twig. These women were phenomenal. But Coco, she became something more. Something uncontainable. The 9th final. The match that crowned a queen. There are matches, and then there are moments that define history. Coco's 9th hardcourt final was unlike anything the world had seen. The stadium vibrated with anticipation. Fans held signs reading, "Unbeatable, the hardcourt queen." 9-0 loading. Her opponent was in the form of her life. Serving rockets, hitting lasers, fighting with every breath. But Coco, she played like gravity belonged to her. She reached impossible balls. She turned defense into offense with supernatural ease. She returned serves that should have been unreturnable. At match point, Coco unleashed a 121 miles per hour serve. Ace. Game. Championship. The crowd erupted. Cameras shook. History was sealed. Coco dropped to her knees. tears flooding out, not of relief, but of realization. She had become something bigger than a champion. She had become an era, the psychology of perfect finals. Experts tore apart her match footage trying to explain her perfection. They discovered 5 secrets. 1. She becomes calmer as pressure increases. While most players get nervous, Coco gets sharper. 2. Her footwork is built for hard courts. Her slides, stops, accelerations, engineered like a machine. 3. Her return game is lethal. She reads serves like reading sentences. 4. She competes with heart over ego. Winning isn't my fear, she said. Not giving my best is. 5. She fights until her last drop of energy. Hard court finals are long. Coco lasts longer. This is why she remains unbeatable, undefeatable, historic. What the 9-0 record really means. It's not the number that matters. It's what it represents. 9-0 means Coco Gauff is clutch. She's built for finals. She thrives under pressure. She plays her best when the world is watching. Tennis legends go decades without achieving a streak like this. Some never get close. Many fall short. But Coco did it at 21 years old. This isn't dominance. This is destiny. The world reacts. A new icon has arrived. Sports networks exploded. Millions of fans celebrated online. Articles described her as the future of tennis, the new American champion, the hard court empress. Former champions reached out. Sponsors lined up. Kids around the world sprinted onto hard courts, copying her footwork. One journalist wrote, Coco Gauff isn't just winning titles. She's shaping the next generation. The secret she reveals to the world. After her 9th final, Coco said something that shook reporters. You know why I love hard court finals. She paused, smiling, because that's when I feel most free. That's where I forget fear. Free, fearless, ferocious. That's Coco's formula. Not technique, not muscle, not speed. Freedom, expression, soul. The legacy already in motion. Coco Gauff is not just a champion. She is a force of nature, a phenomenon, a blueprint for future athletes. Her 9-0 hard court final record stands like a monument, one the future generation will look up to, study, admire, and chase. But the truth is simple. They may chase her legacy, but they may never catch it, because Coco Gauff doesn't just play tennis. She creates magic. She creates movement. She creates belief. She creates history. And on hard courts, she creates perfection. Conclusion, long live the queen. The story of Coco Gauff's undefeated hard court final streak is more than stats, more than victories, more than trophies. It's a story about resilience, confidence, courage, joy, destiny. She is a storm. She is a spark. She is a queen. And the world now knows and cannot unsee that on hard courts, under the brightest lights, Coco Gauff is unstoppable. 9-0. Flawless. Historic. The only one. Long live the queen. Crown Tennis. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and share. Till next time.